Hey guys, how in the hell are you? This is Allender. Welcome back to the Newsroom, your source for war robots, news, and rumors. Alright, guys, this is going to be a long one. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible, but grab yourself a Snicker bar, grab yourself a Coke, grab yourself some popcorn, because this is going to be a pretty extensive breakdown on everything we got. I'm going to try to go through them as quick as possible, guys, because I don't want to drag the video out, but I do want to cover each of these topics as much as possible. Alright? 4.5 is here, the winter event, and of course we're gonna have a New Year's event for prizes, pretty much like we did for Halloween and past events. And judging by Halloween's event, it was not all that. I'm hoping they do something a little bit better than what they did before. Okay, as far as the scenery and the background and the decorations, yeah, they did really good. I mean, it's a nice layout. It's a nice scenery, pretty much like they did for Halloween, but this is just a little bit better. I really do like it. I like the background on it. Let's get in here real quick. It's really, really nice. They got Santa Claus over there by the moon. We got the little village in the back, the mountains, the towns. They did really, really good. The Aurora Borealis, I think that's what it's called. So yeah, it looks real good. Christmas decorations on this one, guys. I'm going to give them 2 thumbs up on their decorations, and I'm going to go through each one of these things, and I'm going to give them a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Okay. And for the decorations and the scenery, yeah, they did good. It does. Looks real nice in the game. Okay. The Greek bots. The Greek bots are here, guys, and we covered them in the test servers, and I put out the videos, and you know that they're here. Can any of us afford them? Probably not. If we get them, it's because we're gonna win them in a giveaway, or Pixonic giveaway, or Adrian's giveaway, or Manny's giveaway. Somebody will be giving them away, and everybody's gonna try to acquire them pretty much in that way. Because other than that, they're gonna be really, really hard to acquire. They're not gonna be readily available for the first couple of months in the Royale or the black market that I know of. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, y'all correct me on that. Okay, but they are here, and now the true test for the Greek bots is up. Okay, how are they going to stack up in the current meta of the game? Okay, this is not level 8 no more. They're going to be running up against bots that are equal to their level or better. And yeah, that little Spectre right there with the Vortex, I will be raining down on them every chance I get. Every time I see one that somebody has one, yeah, you're going to have a target on you, buddy. We're coming for you. I want to see what that Greek bot does. And if it kicks my ass and it's, it can hold up to the current meta, I'll be the first one to give it a thumbs up. So right now it doesn't get a thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay, that thumb is remaining neutral until we actually see them in action. I've heard a couple of comments on Facebook, people talking about them. As far as I know right now, they're not stacking up. Okay, and this happened with the suppression bots when they first came out. The Blitz, the Raker, the Invader. There was a lot of hype for them coming out of the test servers, and they got to the live server, and they're actually pretty decent in FFA. But when they came to the live server, to team play, should I say, they couldn't hold up. They couldn't stack up. Now, there may be 1 or 2 pilots out there that could use those particular bots, and they're decent with them. But for the vast majority, no, the bots did not hold up, and that's why you don't see them readily available in team play and Master and Champion League. Okay? Now, let's get over to the workshop. And this is where we're going to start getting into some other things. They made the workshop a little bit different, and I heard a lot of outcry on the Facebook today, and my messenger guys all day long has not stopped. You guys that took the time to message me, I try to get back to each and every single one of you as quick as I could, as much as I could. Try to have the conversations regarding this stuff. And the big issue, guys, is that people had stuff that they were cooking already in the workshop. Okay, and whatever was being components were being cooked in the workshop either got canceled or they lost the components. I don't know if they lost the silver. I don't have 100% breakdown on what exactly happened. When they returned their silver and that progress was all lost. We don't know. Okay, all I know that the people did have stuff in the workshop 2.0 when the update came out, and all of that was just brought to a grinding halt. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of frustration in that, and rightfully so. Okay, I can't imagine, sitting there waiting for your stuff to cook, and you got a few hours or a day left on it, and you've been waiting for it, and all of a sudden the new update comes out, and everything that you got just came to a grinding halt, and you got to start from scratch all over again. Yeah, not good, man. That's not good for the people that were doing it. And I hope you got at least got your silver returned to you. Unless you were marking your silver, knew exactly what you had, you're not gonna know whether it got returned or not. Okay, but the new order of the Workshop 2.0, and it's very simple, guys. There's no more little itty bitty pictures. It looks really nice the way it is. Okay, it looks really nice as far as the layout. You know, you're not gonna make a mistake in trying to produce components for any one of these. Okay, so all in all, for as far as the user interface, they're gonna get a thumbs up on this one, guys. They get a thumbs up on the interface, the 1 day, the 3 day. Okay, now we're gonna go away from the interface, and we're gonna talk about the cost. All right, you're looking at 100,000 silver for 80 components on the 1 day on the weapons. On the bots, let's get over to some premium bots. Let's get away from the Furies. Okay, let's get over to the Bulwark, okay, the Pursuer, the Mercury. These are the higher end bots that are out right now. You know, the Heishi, I guess people still wanted Blitz. With the Wayland, these particular bots, where's my Mender? There's my Mender, 290. So you're looking at 290,000 for 60 components. On the 3 day, you're looking at 950,000, almost $1 million silver for 170 components. 2 big time thumbs down, guys. That is a horrible purchase rate on components. That is ridiculous. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm hoping Pixar made some kind of error on these numbers and they're not drastically overcharging for a minimal amount of components. Guys, it's bad. That is bad. You know, as far as the user interface, yeah, it looks really good and it's going to be really easy to use and it's simplified. Okay, but who's going to use it? I mean, who's going to pay 900, $1 million silver? Okay, and yeah, some of us can gain $1 million silver in one game. Okay, a lot of us, and the vast majority of us can't. You know, the guys down there in Gold and Silver League, you're probably getting 200,000, 300,000, 350,000, maybe 400,000 silver if you're lucky per match. Okay, and you still need silver for upgrades and a lot of other things. This is not good. It's not good on the bots, and it sure is not good on the weapons. 290,000 for 60 components. Move it to the 3 day and the Dragoon, which is a popular weapon. You're looking at 950,000, almost $1 million silver for 170 components. It will take you forever, guys, to produce that particular bot. And I understand this is only one way to grab components. It's one of many ways to get components for a bot, and this is generally used to top off a particular weapon or bot that you're really close to, that you gain components from other areas, okay? And that's going to be the only way you're going to be able to use this. If you think you're going to sit here and build a bot or a weapon from the ground up, yeah, it's going to be a while, okay? I mean, that's going to take you so long that particular weapon will be no longer relevant and would have been nerfed 3 times by the time you get your hands on it. So, yeah, the new Workshop 2.0 already has to be modified. It has to be corrected. And it's one of a few things that's going to need to be corrected. And I hope they do it soon enough, because this is the Christmas event. This is the holiday event, okay? And people have been waiting for this for a while. And when it comes in and it looks like this, you know, the look is good, okay? But the usability of it is horrible. It's really bad. You know, I don't know what they're thinking over there. And it's already caused a lot of frustration in the game, and understandably so. Pixonic, no, man. This ain't going to work, guys. Y'all need to work on this. Y'all need to fix this, because you got your community in an uproar once again over this. Okay? Let's go ahead and move on over to component conversions, guys. And this is another big, huge, King Kong big issue. Okay? Now, one thing I want to cover, guys, and let's be real clear on this. you're gonna select the bot that you want that you have, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and find the bot that I have the most components on, and I guess that's gonna be my Blitz right there. So let's grab the Blitz, okay? And everything that you're gonna choose out of, guys, is not gonna be anything bad. It's gonna be all newer meta robots, okay? You're not gonna find any Griffins. You're not gonna find any Rhinos here. You know, you're gonna find the oldest thing you're gonna find is a Lancelot, which some people say is still viable. I think it's not, but if you can use it and you're in Champion League, kudos to you, okay? The Fury is still much a very viable bot, okay? But everything else you see here, the Inquisitor, the Raker, you know, the Striders, the Falcons, the Bulwarks, the Mercuries, you know, even the Dash bots are still very viable bots to pursue, very much so, okay? So let's grab, you know what, a Bulwark seems to be a very popular bot, and so is the Mender, but we'll go with the Bulwark. Choose. Okay. So now the ratio here is 2.5 to 1. That's not a bad ratio, guys. It's really not. That's not a bad ratio at all. 2.5 to 1. You know, if you're getting rid of stuff that you don't want and you're picking up something you do want, that's a pretty decent ratio. Okay? The problem is coming here as you drag it across. That's an issue, guys. Almost 29 million to convert 6,000 components. And I wish I had 10,000 components here. I really do. I wish I would have saved some of the components so I could swap it off to see what the exchange rate would be or what the cost. The cost of doing this, guys, is through the roof. And I've seen a lot of pictures, a lot of guys that you have, they have 10, 15, 20,000 components where it's costing you almost 90 million silver to do the conversion. That's ridiculous, guys. That is beyond ridiculous. But let's go ahead and move over here, and let's say you're new to the game and you got all these components and you want a Fury. Let's check out the exchange rate there. Okay, there the exchange rate is 1 to 1.25. Awesome exchange rate. Okay, now let's see the cost to convert it. 21 million. That is still a ridiculous amount of silver to do the conversion. This was supposed to be a select flat rate when it first came out. They were going to do the conversions and there was going to be a minimal cost of silver to do that conversion. Okay? And I may be wrong, but I think that's what I heard in their video. For a minimal amount of silver, you could do the conversion. 21 million is not a minimal amount. That's a hell of a lot of silver. I mean, they're basically taking all your components and charging you for what they're giving you, judging by what I can see. Okay? Now let's get out of this. And let's get over to the weapons. Okay? Now guys, keep in mind, if you're gonna go from a heavy weapon to a heavy weapon, you're gonna have pretty much a similar exchange rate. So we're gonna go from that to a Dragoon. Okay? Both high-end meta weapons. And it's a 2.5 to 1. That's decent. 45 million, guys. That is ridiculous. And let me show you something before we go any further. That is going to cost you 45 million silver. Now let's break it down into a dollar amount. Okay? We're going to do this real quick. And I'm going to come back over here because we're not done with that part yet. Let's go over here because I believe there was a sale going on today for $100 for 90 million silver. Okay? $100 for 90 million silver. Now that last exchange that we had was costing us, let's get back over here. $45 million. Okay? $100 for 90 million, and their exchange rate here is 45 million. That means if you were to purchase that 90 million silver and you want to use some of that silver for this conversion, it costs you $50 to make this conversion. Okay? Pixonic, are you out of your mind, guys? What are you seriously thinking? You know, you're not doing a conversion. You're charging us. This is flat out highway robbery, and it's not good. There needs to be a set amount, a million or 2 million silver to do your conversion, a flat rate, not gauge it as you go up and not go from 500,000 to 45 million, which in your eyes, according to what you're selling us the silver for, is $50 to create this transaction. Okay, now you want somebody to grind 50 million silver? That takes a hell of a long time. This is not what anybody had in mind when we were going to get the components conversions. This is bad. It's just bad. Let's move over to high to low. Okay, and let's go with the halo. Now the exchange rate is going to be a lot better. Okay, we're giving up 12 components and gaining 10. That is an awesome exchange rate. The exchange rates are good. There's no problem with the exchange rates, whether it's heavy to heavy, which is 2.5 to 1, okay, or heavy to light, which you get 12 to 10. The problem is in the final numbers. Okay, this one right here, conversion will cost you $33 according to their sale price of the silver, or a crap load of grinding. This just doesn't hold any merit. I don't know how you justify doing this. And we're going to go ahead and turn it around, and we're going to go low to high. Where's my lowest weapon? Okay, well, let's go. Okay, we got the shredder's my lowest one. And we want a glory. Or, you know what, let's just go with the other one. Exchange rate is 1 to 5. Okay, so this is worse, but it is a light weapon versus a heavy weapon. So we'll give them that. 1 to 5. And the cost is 10 million. 10 million for 1,600 components. No, guys, it's not worth it. Absolutely not. Everybody that I've spoken to today has been in an uproar over the component conversions, guys. And it's not the exchange rate. That is not the problem. On the exchange rate, Pixonic, you get a thumbs up. On the ridiculous cost of silver, the insane amount of silver that you're asking, if you put $1 to amount to it, and I hope that you do, look at what you're charging your customer base. This conversion right here will basically cost me almost $11. And your calculation as far as your silver sale price. That's not good, bud. That's not good at all. This needs a quick modification. It needs a quick remedy, because here, understand why your player base is in an uproar. And this is your event. This is your holiday event. Christmas, the time of giving. And you're not giving anything, bud. You are taking away bigger than hell from your player base. This is why people are rampant right now. And I heard it all day long. I really did. And, if you're listening, I got a very good communication with our player base. Okay. I talk to my fellow pilots on a daily basis. Everybody from Bronze League, newbies, all the way up to veteran champions, spenders to tankers. I talk with everybody, and I hear everybody's side of the story, and taking is something that I do want to address again in a few minutes, because taking is still a big issue of the game. Okay. But this can't hold. It's got to change. You cannot be charging this ridiculous amounts of silver and expect your player base to be happy with this new component conversion, and thinking that it is some kind of success, because it's not. It's really not a success at all. If you had a flat rate, even at the exchange rate is good on the components, but your silver cost is ridiculous. It needs to be a flat rate. You can't charge us out the wazoo for taking our components, at a benefit that's already to your advantage, and then charging us a ridiculous amount on a trade-in. No, man. Pixonic, fix it. Fix it, because it's not working well at all. And if you don't believe me, jump on any one of the main groups in War Robots, War Community, players page, worldwide community. Go check them all out, and you will see your player base frustrated right now. Let's go ahead and move on, guys. We've covered this enough, and we know that we're not happy with it. We can rant and rave on about this as much as we can, but as of right now, that's the way it sits. We can all say, yeah, as far as your rate on the conversion or that particular thing, 2 thumbs down. It's a thumbs down all the way across. Okay, let's get over to our boosters, guys. Available. Now, this, guys, I was messaged on this earlier in the day, and this was one of the first things that came up, and people were upset about this particular thing that they got going on here. Okay? They're breaking everything down into 30 minutes. Okay? This, guys, will be a plus. This will be a plus. Breaking it down into 30 minutes. I wish I could take my 5 days that I have right there on the bottom, and I wish I could convert that into 30 minutes all the way across. Okay? I wish I could take 5 days and have them give me 120 30 minutes, of conversion time. Because if I use the 5-day booster, which I have there, okay, that's not including work time and time that I go to sleep and time that I'm not playing the game, time that I'm having lunch. Okay, there's a lot of lost time in the 5-day and 1-day boosters. Okay, but when you break them down like this into 30 minutes, okay, and I can use them all for 30 minutes, that is a huge plus. That is way to the player's benefits instead of getting a bunch of 1 day, 5 days. Now, I'm not sure how they're going to keep this as far as once we move on from here. These ones I already had, the 5 days. Okay? But all the 30 minutes ones, those are all going to start being brand new. And I'm looking forward to it. All right? I really, really am looking forward to using it instead of a 2 hour or whatever it was. Okay? This is going to work a lot better when it comes to playtime. Okay? You can see the 2 hours there, I got tons of them. The resources, not as many. I burnt through the resources pretty quick. Okay? Now, boosters, guys, it's still kind of an issue. And I've had an issue with boosters from day one. Do I use them? Absolutely. Will I continue to use them? Absolutely. I will continue to use them as they're part of the game. And as long as players are using them against me, I will use them in return. It kind of balances out. Now, I have had FFA games, and I put up the videos where I get challenged to play without boosters, and I still do pretty good. Okay, I'm still competitive even without the boosters. But as long as the boosters are here, yeah, I'm going to continue to use them, as are all the players, especially if you're acquiring them for free. Okay, but boosters is something the game can do without. A damage booster, a speed booster, a defense booster, especially since we're in the meta of MK2, and a lot of people are MK2 where a lot of people are not, okay? So if we can eliminate boosters, attack, and defense, yeah, get rid of their asses, man. We really don't need them. We really don't. It creates an advantage for one player over another, and the advantages are already there, okay? There is already advantages in the game from one player to the next, okay? Boosters, resources, all day long. Give us all the resource boosters we can get our hands on. Get rid of attack, get rid of defense. I would be down for that. Boosters have been a bruise on the arm since the day they came out. Okay, and they're an issue for the players, guys. From everybody that's not using them to the people that are using them. Okay, and you go into a clan match, and the first thing everybody says, "Are you boosting? Are you boosting?" Yeah, we're boosting. Okay, everybody's boosted. Let's ready to go, because we're gonna run into clans out there that are fully boosted as well. Okay, this is the big issue. Okay, boosters is something I think we need to seriously consider doing away with. It's not really needed other than the resources. Hey, man, you're going to boost your silver, going to boost keys, going to boost honors, stuff that's going to help you acquire new stuff in the game, going to help you acquire black market keys for the black market, reward crates or champion crates or whatever crate, master crates that you're in. These are a plus, okay? But the other two, nah. I could do without them. if they were just to cut producing them and I were to lose every single booster I had and didn't get anything back for it, I'd be happy. I'd be okay with that. I don't mind giving up all 20 2-hour boosters that I have there and the 1 day and the 5 days. Take them. Get rid of them for everybody across the board, and I will gladly trade mine in. Or you know what? Give me some silver boosters for it. Then maybe we can work a deal. We can use your conversion rate for it. Good job, Pixonic. Okay, so boosters, guys. Moving to these 30 minutes, yeah, it's more feasible, and I think it's going to work a lot better for everybody across the board. Okay, but we're just going to have to wait and see how that plays out. But on the boosters, I'm going to give them a thumbs up. Okay, I want your feedback on that. Some of y'all may agree with me, and I'm talking about everything that I'm covering, guys. When I cover everything, if you agree with me or disagree with me, let me know. And let me know why. Don't just say, oh, you said this about the components, and no, that sucks, or your view on it is BS. Don't just tell me it's BS. Tell me why it's BS, And let's have guys, you guys are my subscribers, and I do try to do good work for you guys, and I like to hear back. I have a very good communication with you guys, and I want to keep the communication going, and if I'm wrong on something, let me know I'm wrong, and let me know why I'm wrong. Have an intelligent conversation with me. Don't just walk up, you suck. Okay, cool. 2 thumbs up, I suck. Guys, tell me why, and let's have a discussion about it, and, can we remedy any of this? That comes down to the player base as a whole, guys. And we have made pushes before in the past, and we were somewhat successful. And then update 4.3 came out, and we collapsed. Could we do it again? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know if the community can rally together one more time, and can we hold it together one more time, and not crack under a new update. Not crack under the temptations of a carrot being dangled in front of us. All right. And as I was talking about tankers, guys, let's go ahead and discuss tankers real quick, because tankers are an issue in the game, and they're going to continue to be an issue until Pixonic finds a way to address them. Now, they got this whole new system coming out where players are going to have to be 1 through 8, and then, 9 through 14, and so on and so on. Kind of gradually stringing along the new players to let them get the ropes of the game, okay? And this is where I sent the message out to all you new players. Before you get anything new, before you acquire any new bots, before you acquire any new weapons, drop me a line, drop me a message, hit me up on Messenger, ask me some questions. Don't make the same mistake that a lot of us veterans did coming up through the game and just buying anything and everything and upgrading anything and everything and finding out, oh man, you know what, we really screwed up with this bot because, well, it's crap. But yeah, we upgraded it all the way to 12 and wasted a lot of resources and a lot of time that we could have been spending on something else. Okay? But, are the takers going to have access to these new players? Okay? And I actually had one comment earlier today, and I actually had more than one comment. I've had a few of them, okay? And some of them came on the comments in video, and some of them came over Messenger, okay? And I'm not going to say any names. No names need to be said, all right? Because I'm not going to let anybody call anybody else out. They want to address me and comment me, and I will go ahead and comment back to them, and they will have their say, and I will have mine, and we can have an intelligent discussion about it, okay? But someone actually told me, well, Islander, you're a tanker too, and you just don't even know it. All right, cool. I'm a tanker. How the hell am I a tanker? I've been sitting in Champion League since day one, okay? And let me give you my definition. And if I'm wrong, guys, please correct me and let me know that I'm wrong. A tanker is a person who intentionally drops in leagues, all right? Dropping from champion to master to expert to gold to silver to bronze, wherever they want to drop to, private, and they go down in search of weaker competition. They're looking to drop in rank to find weaker competition. That is my definition of a tanker. And if I'm wrong on that, let me know. Maybe my definition is wrong. Okay? But, when somebody told me that I was a tanker because, I go up against guys that are, MK112 or MK, low MK2s. Okay, well, I am playing at the maximum level that I could play at. Okay, I'm in champion now. I'm at MK2, and a majority of my matches are against other players that are MK2. And sometimes, yeah, Pixonic will screw up on the matchmaking and throw somebody in there that really shouldn't be there. Now, personally, I would rather wait, an extra 30 seconds to a new player, another player that is MK2. I would have loved nothing more than to have 6 guys that are all decked out, going against each other, everybody maxed out, trading punches, and let's see who's the best. It's all about finding the most competitive players to go against. That's what I'm about. I want to find the best guys in the game, and that's who I want to play against. That's who I want to challenge. Now, if Pixonic throws somebody in there in matchmaking that shouldn't be there, that's something we got no control over. But for somebody to tell me, either, well, you're a tanker because you went up against somebody that's MK 112. No, but, I didn't intentionally drop down to master or expert or gold league to find that MK 112 player. Okay, that MK 112 player earned his way up into high master and champion, so he deserves to be there because he fought his way up to be there. Nobody went down to look for him. He came up to look for us, and he's being placed in matches with us. And let me tell you guys, y'all may think that these guys that are MK 112 are non-competitive. You're very wrong. They're very competitive. A lot of these guys are very good players. They're going up against stronger competition, and they're holding their own mud. Okay? But that's my definition of a tanker, guys. And correct me if I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm a tanker. But if you think I'm one, y'all let me know, and we'll have that discussion. Anyways, getting back to tanking, it needs to be addressed as well. We got to find something that Pixonic can do and I'm hoping these new levels that they're going to be having are going to keep the new players out of reach of tankers. Okay, keep them from level 1 to 8, and that's all that they can play against is level guys that are level 1 to 8. You're not going to have somebody that has an MK2 hanger go down and have a buffet on their asses. Okay, so that's what I'm hoping as far as the tanking, that they can fix that because it needs to be remedied. Okay, battle rewards, guys. There are changes to the battle rewards. And I'm not sure what Pixonic had in reasoning behind this. Okay, but they have increased the battle rewards. Okay, it's no longer, I believe just last night, it was 1,600 to get to the champion crate. Now it's 1,800. Okay, and that filters down all the way across the board, all the way to private league. Okay, private starts off at 80. I believe before it was at 25. Bronze was, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was 70. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure on the bronze league, but I know steadily up the grade they have increased the amount of honor points to get to these crates. Okay, and as far as the rewards, it looks like they've added a little bit of silver, maybe taken down a little bit of tokens. The other rewards still seem to be the same. And I'm not mistaken, I think they're still giving out 5-day abilities here. Yeah, we need to get rid of that 5 days and turn them into 30 minutes each. I don't know how many that would be, but it would be a whole hell of a lot. And I would take 30 minutes all day long so that I could properly acquire them. As far as the Spark and the Falcon and the Bulwark, I don't know anybody that's ever gotten the max amount of components. Because here it says 0 to 4,500, 0 to 5,300, 0 to 1,700. I've never met anybody in the game that has received the max amount of components. But if you have, hit me up in the comments below. Let me know that you have, and how many times have you done it, because I've never gotten it one time. It's always in the low 1,000s, on a Spark, and the Bulwark would probably be around, 800 or 900 components, maybe 1,100 components. But it is never the higher amount, the higher end of components. So why they put that from 0 to that and leave it up to chance instead of making it a set amount, for whatever it's in, I don't know. I really don't, but it needs to be remedied. It really does need to be remedied. Okay. Selecting the games, guys. Now, this was pretty cool. When you're going to go into battle, you tap your battle. Okay. And then you have your quick match, your domination, your team doesn't have to be bigger. So you tap it, and then you select to go to battle. This is user friendly. This is cool as hell. I like this. I really, really do. I can't tell you how many times we were going to go drop into a beacon rush, and the guy that was leading the squad accidentally hit team deathmatch. And nobody set up for a team deathmatch hanger. Everybody was set up for beacon rush. Yeah, we had our asses handed to us. Don't judge us. But it happens, guys. It did happen. And that is a lot easier to use. This is a lot better. It really, really is. So yeah, you're going to get a thumbs up on this one. The user face on this one is really, really good. Okay. Now, guys, earlier I came in for lunch and I played one free-for-all because they were supposed to remedy some bugs in the game. Okay. And I wanted to check that out. I really did. And one of the bugs that they're supposed to be attempting to remedy is the lockdown ability of the lower end weapons. Okay. And we're referring to the Halo and the Shredder. Okay. Now, the Shredder still locked down almost immediately. Okay. On my particular match with the Halo, I shot 5 shots before I locked the target down. Where generally I would shoot 1 or 2 shots and my target was already locked down. Lockdown is a serious issue of the game, guys. And, it's everywhere as far as I know from Gold League on up. And if you're being locked down every 5 seconds, and I mean, as soon as that countdown on the 5 seconds elapses, you're getting locked down again. And then you're going to move and you're going to get locked down again. If you're lucky enough to get away a second or third time from your aggressor. Okay. Now, do I use lockdown? Hell yeah, I use lockdown. I use lockdown in every aspect of the game to give myself an equal playing advantage, as does everybody else. Okay, it's part of the game. You're gonna lock people down, and you're gonna get locked down. But when lockdown came in to play, it was supposed to be a certain percentage of the shots fired that one of them may or may not lock you down. Okay, there is no percentage. These things are 100% lockdown, pure proof. If they fire at you, you're getting locked down. You get hit with 1 or 2 bullets from a Shredder, you're getting locked down. You're not going to move for anywhere for 5 seconds, okay? Now, the 5 seconds, in my eyes, is way too long. The lockdown time is way too long. Okay, after the lockdown expires, okay, and then you have about 5 seconds that you cannot be locked down again. Okay, that needs to be increased. And these are my opinions, guys. And I'm trying to be fair as to what I would want for me and what I would expect to give somebody else. Okay, if you got locked down, you should not be ready to get locked down a second time 5 seconds later. Okay, and then it should not be 100% foolproof that you're going to get locked down again. Lockdown is really crutching the game at this point in time. And I think it should be boosted. My opinion. Correct me if you think it should be different. Okay, 30 seconds. If you lock me down and I get away from you, no other lockdown weapon I should be immune from lockdown for at least the next 30 seconds. Okay? And if I lock you down and you get away from me, then you should be immune from lockdown for the next 30 seconds. That way you're not being immobilized every 5 seconds of the game. Do the math. How much time are you actually spending fighting? And how much time are you spending actually being locked down? You get locked down a whole hell of a lot. And if you're coming up against a high meta clan, and you're up there, you're going to get locked down every 5 seconds, if not more, if it's even possible. Because everybody in Champions League is running lockdown. And we're shooting them at each other. And, I mean, you come into a game and you have your hell burners going up against your striders, and it's the speed bots. And all you see coming across the field are the glows of lockdown. And everybody's locking everybody down. And the fight takes off from there to attempt to acquire the middle beacon. So this needs to really be remedied, guys. Pixonic. And I want y'all's feedback on that. And if you've been playing, guys, and I haven't been on, except for that one game during lunch today. I came in to get a quick game in. And it seemed to be a little bit different in my eyes. But those of y'all that have been playing all day, as soon as y'all see this video, give me your feedback on the lockdown. Is it still, getting locked down one out of every 2 shots, or every other bullet out of Shredder? And when you come out of the 5 seconds, how long is it before you get locked down a second time or a third time? That's the kind of feedback I want to hear from you guys. And then overall, in general, guys, the update is a thumbs down, man. It is truly a thumbs down. Certain aspects of this update are nice. Certain aspects of this update are good. Okay, but the good do not outweigh the bads here. Some of it is good and some of it is bad. And if you're going to go down to the component conversion and the cost, that is downright ugly. We're going to name this one the good, the bad, and the ugly because some of this is just plain ass ugly. And that is as real as I can give it to you. I am not going to sugarcoat it for anybody. If it was good, I would be the first one to step up and say, hey guys, y'all can complain all you want. It's good. Y'all are hating for whatever reason you want to hate. Ain't nobody hating here, man. This is really bad. It's been bad all day long that I've heard it on Messenger and the comment section. And now that I come in and I come to the game and I tested out a lot of stuff before I started making this video for you guys because I wanted to give you guys a true, fair, and be fair to Pixonic and give an unbiased evaluation of this update, okay? And I am very unbiased, and those of y'all that know me know that I'm going to speak the truth the way it is, exactly the way it is. And if it's good, you're going to get a thumbs up. And if it's bad, you're going to get a thumbs down, And if it's ugly, you're going to get damn right it's ugly as hell. I'm not going to pull punches, for you, me, or Pixonic or anybody. I will tell you the way it is, and this is bad. Pixonic, you need to rectify this. The update just landed, okay? There is still time to remedy this, to make it better. Get on a video and say you made a mistake. Say somebody messed up on the calculations and it was not supposed to be that. It was supposed to be this, because 45 million for one conversion. And that breaks down into your silver dollar conversion to $50. That's wrong, guys. That's really, really wrong. Guys, I have dragged this newsroom out as long as I possibly can. I don't want to drag it out anymore. If you watch this video and you want to take a break or a pause or somewhere in there, go take a bathroom break or play a game and come back and finish watching later, I completely understand. This was a little bit longer than I normally like to run. But we just had a lot of things to cover in this. And this is only the start of it, guys. Okay. Your feedback, your discussions is something I want to hear. I will be messaging Pixonic myself. I will be messaging their email. I will be messaging Stan if I can get a hold of Stan. I will be messaging everybody to let them know how I feel about this update and how it needs to be remedied. And yeah, we've already had a couple of guys from my own very own clan say, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to retire. I can't keep up with this crap no more. And as much as I hate to see my friends and my co-pilots go, I understand. I really understand. At the end of the day, guys, we play this game for fun. Okay? Me, myself, I use this game as a stress reliever. And when you start stressing your stress reliever, there's a problem. There's a serious ass problem in the game. Okay? So, the only advice I'm going to give to you guys is the advice I would give myself. Play the game, guys. Have fun. Okay? If we win, great. If we get our asses kicked, cool. Move on to the next game and enjoy the game for what it is, because we really have, at this point, no control over what the developers are going to do, okay? I'm still going to play this game because I have the camaraderie of my friends, my clanmates, and the communication that I have and the friendships I have developed on this game with you guys is the reason why I stick around. It really is, It's a fun game, and I'm going to take it for what it is. I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. I'm going to let Pixonic do what they want to do. I'm going to voice my opinion. And, if we can get together and the player base can really rally together and want to do something again, I'm down. I am really down. I will head up the YouTube part of it. And if I'm the only YouTuber that wants to do it, by all means, I'll be the only one that does it. If other people want to join in, that's on them. We're not going to push or poke or try to drag anybody into it. Okay, those that are here because they want to be here because they want to. All right, guys. So this is all I got to cover from now. I am really looking forward to your feedback and your comments. And those of y'all that want to hit me up on Messenger, y'all feel free to do so. Those of y'all that are new to this channel, guys, hit that sub button. Also hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of the stuff we got going on here. If you like this video, guys, drop me that like. I really do appreciate it, and it helps me out. And once again, for all you new people that I'm not friends with on Facebook yet, Messenger is something I readily use with my subscribers. So feel free to look me up under Eddie Ayala, EDDIEAYALA. It's gonna have a specter coming out of the ocean on the profile pic. All right, that's gonna be me. You send me a friend request. Send me a message as well, letting me know that you're coming from my Facebook, that you saw my video, and that you want to be friends on Facebook. And I'm gonna gladly accept you. And I look forward to the conversations with the new pilots that are coming in. All right. So this is all I gotta say for now, guys. And until next time, this is Islander signing out.